All right, welcome to the EuroTube studio. The purpose of today's video is to dispel some myths about the factory provided test points companies like Peavey and their JSX and also Bugera, etc. are now using. Let's get down to it. So the rig we have set up here is the EuroTube's Pro 1. This bias probe reads the actual plate current seen in the tube as it's running right now, real time. Whereas the factory test points read the negative voltage being applied to the control grid of the tube. Unfortunately, this is a horribly inaccurate method of measuring bias. So at the moment we've got about 470, 480 volts on the plates, and the tubes are running at about 37, 38 milliamps on the plate. This is a perfectly acceptable setting, but if you notice here, our voltage reading is it's about 43 volts. Peavey recommends a setting for EL34 type tubes of 40 volts. With this particular arrangement, you'll find that a lower voltage setting equates to more current at the tube, which means the tube's actually working harder. So if we go through and use their factory recommended setting of 40 volts, you can see what happens. Bias is climbing higher. Looks like we're going to easily break 50 milliamps here or so. Sure enough, 50 milliamps is much too hot of a setting for this particular rig. You'd actually burn up tubes relatively quickly running a moderate grade of EL34 at Peavey's recommended factory setting. Now, the other thing you'll notice here is there is very little consistency between the two. In other words, a change of maybe 1.5 volts at the test point equates to a change of 6 or 7 milliamps of actual plate current in the tube. There really is just no accuracy with this sort of a system. So let's get it dialed back in here. There we go. So a little over 3 volts equated to almost a 14 milliamp drop in plate current. I really have no idea why Peavey and these other companies are doing what they're doing here, but this really does show how inaccurate and how much these test points should be avoided. If you guys have any further questions, please contact us. We hope that this helps. Thanks.